history and relevance of history.
To better understand history, it is essential to determine its every nature. First is history is a study of the present in light of the past. The present owes its existence in the past. To understand how society has come to its present form, there is a need to know its past. One cannot just leapfrog and ignore what happened in the past. The past events need to be unearthed to reveal how the present evolved out of it. The second one is history is the study of man. As one historian said, history deals with man's struggles through the ages. Past events are riddled with man's engagement in wars, his struggles to win independence. History traces the fascinating story of how man has developed through the ages, how man has studied to use and control his environment, and how the present institutions have grown out of the past. The third one is history is connected with man in space. It deals with a series of events and each event happen at a given point in time. History dwells on human development in time. The fourth one is history is concerned with man in space. History talks about nation and human activities in the context of their physical and geographical environment, and centers on the interaction of man on his environmental and vice versa. And the fifth is history provides an objective record of happenings. Historians are careful about the data they include in their books. They base their data on original sources and make them free from subjective interpretation. And the next one is history is multi-sided. History is not limited to one certain aspect of man's life. It covers all other aspects as they all closely interrelated. A change in politics could affect in other aspects of society. The next one is history is a dialogue between the events of the past and progressively emerging future events. Past events are interpreted and become a predictor of new objectives. The eighth one is history is not only narration, but it also an analysis. History is not confined to narrative accounts. It dissects and explains the occurrence of the event and how it is ultimately changing society over time. And the next one is continuity and coherence are the necessary requisites of history. History monitors the development of society from generation to generation after a series of events justifying the essence of continuity. Next is history is relevant. In the study of history, only significant events which have influenced the society are covered and essential to the understanding of the present life. And lastly, we have history is comprehensive. History is not limited to one period or one country alone. It deals with all aspects of human life, political, social, economic, religious, literary, aesthetic, and physical, giving a clear picture of global linkage. And now, let's talk about the relevance of history. Truly, history is very useful not only to the students but also in the individual from different walks of life. Here are some functions of history. History contributes to moral understanding. Studying the struggles of heroes in the past or of people who defied adversities can serve as inspiration. A study of the past can provide lessons in courage, diligence, or constructive protest. Mahatma Gandhi and Corazon Aquino set good examples of peaceful revolution. History provides identity. Historical data include evidence about how families, race, institutions, and countries were formed and how they evolved while retaining cohesion. History provides facts about genealogy and a basis for understanding how the family has interacted with larger historical change. Studying history is essential for good citizenship. Studying history encourages habits of mind that are vital for responsible public behavior, whether as a community leader or informed voter, a petitioner, or a simple observer. History is useful in the world of work. History helps create good business people, professionals, and political leaders. Knowledge in history unquestionably an asset for a variety of work and professional situations. By studying different phases of the past and different societies, it gives job seekers the range and flexibility required in many work situations.
Well, that's all for my video. I hope you learned a lot. Thanks for listening and God bless.